All right, hello everybody. So I decided that I really wanted to just sort of start jumping on here and sort of telling you where I'm at, not really scripting, not trying to be super planned out and anything like that, but really just coming on and sharing like, okay, this is where I'm at and this is what I'm doing. And recently I've sort of come to the realization that there's a lot of things in my life that I have not really taken control over. That I've tried to control a lot of things that I have no control over, and the things that I do have control over, I haven't actually taken the reins on. And I guess the biggest thing that I've really realized and I've really been learning is just that, you know, I don't have any control over what is around me and what comes towards me and the things that, you know, it's like, you know, like how people treat me. I don't have control over that. I don't have any real control over what comes towards me, and that the only thing I have control over is what I put out, basically what I am creating, what I'm doing, my actions, my words, my thoughts. I only have control over me, and I don't have control over, you know, oh, how this person acts. I don't have control over, oh, whether this brand decides to work with me. I don't have control over how much money somebody decides to pay me. I don't have any control over that. I can always do things that, you know, would stimulate some kind of reaction that I desire, but I have no real assurance that I'm gonna get the reaction that I desire. And I feel like that belief, the belief of, you know, oh, if I do this, then this is gonna happen. I mean, that's just been programmed into me. I think it's been programmed into all of us where, you know, oh, if you go to college, this was what was told to me, if you go to college and you get this degree, and then you're going to get this kind of job, and you are going to make this much money, and you are going to be happy. And, you know, when that did happen, like I went to college, I did the thing, and when I started taking the steps, it's been one of those deals where it's like, okay, like I've taken the steps, but none of the results that were promised to me have actually happened. You know, just because I have the bougie degree doesn't mean that people want to actually pay me as much as I was always told I was going to be paid. And just because I have these certain experiences and this certain resume and this certain, you know, personality, that doesn't mean that my plan and that the results are matching what I always thought would happen. And I've spent so much of my life saying like, oh, I'm going to make this result happen, you know, on YouTube. I'm going to do these things so that way I can grow and have a successful YouTube channel, you know, with making more money and having a higher income. You know, I'm going to do these things, apply to these jobs, build these skill sets, invest this money, so that way my income will grow. Just because I've been doing this thing doesn't mean that the results I've searched for are actually happening and have actually come to be. And I realized recently that I've spent probably about 90% of my life, 90% of my young adult life, trying to control results, trying to control all the things that are around me, and then saying that I had no control because, well, things just keep happening to me. And what I realized was that I had really given the reins and given power over my life over to everything around me. You know, oh, if people wanted to do this, then I would just sort of follow, or people recommended I do this, then I would just follow, instead of making my own decisions. And instead of saying, you know, I don't want to do that, I don't need to do that, so I'm just not going to do that, I would basically fall victim and be powerless. Not because people were taking away my power, but because I was giving my power up. I was giving up control over my decisions. And then I would blame people for the decisions that I've made. And I realized that it's like, okay, the only way I'm actually going to see any sort of result in my life, and the only way I'm really going to have power over my life, is if I decide to have power over my decisions, my actions, and taking control of that. You know, really thinking through my decisions, really thinking through the actions that I take, really considering what I'm doing, and considering, you know, okay, I'm not just gonna make a decision because somebody's told me it was a good idea, and I'm not just going to, you know, oh, woe is me, and, you know, everybody around me is making me do these things. I'm not gonna feel that pressure. I'm not gonna feel that pressure of people and of, you know, taking actions that I just don't feel like are in alignment with me. And so I've really decided that it's like, okay, I'm going to take control over my life. I'm going to take control over my actions. Because like I said, I don't have any power over what the response is to my action, but I can control my action. I can control my behavior in my little bubble of person, right? I can control myself. I can control me. And I've decided that it's like, okay, so if I can control me, what kind of actions am I wanting to take? What is it that I am doing, and what is it that I want to produce, and what do I want to be, you know, my reputation? What do I want my reputation to be? What is it that I want? And I decided that it was like, I want quality. I'm focused on quality. I'm focused on taking quality action, and not just, you know, rushed action, not just reactive action, not just, you know, not just trying to rush and trying to flex and trying to be something that I'm not, but taking my time and saying, you know what, like, this is where I'm at, and I'm going to create quality from here, and creating things and taking actions that are the best that I can possibly do, and making decisions that it's like, this is a quality decision, and creating things for you, creating things for myself, whatever it is, that are quality, because I want my life to represent quality above everything else. And, you know, the biggest thing I would have to say is probably like financial decisions. You know, there's been a lot of things in my life that I've made a decision because I wanted to please somebody else, or I wanted to keep up with somebody else. And it's put me in a bad spot financially. I mean, there's a lot of things in my life, a lot of, you know, financial decisions I've made in my life that were not made because, oh, I feel this need to do it for me, but that I've made these decisions because, oh, I want to keep up with these people, or these people said that I have to do it, so I'm gonna do it. And so finances are a huge thing, where it's like, okay, you know what, I have the power to make a decision on what I spend my money on and what I don't spend my money on, and I have that power, and I have the power to say, you know what, I'm gonna wait, you know what, I'm going to slow down, I'm going to save my money and really wait to know the really right item that I'm wanting to buy. And so financial decision making and financial actions, I'm really trying to take action that is a quality action in that regard. And then with you guys, I mean, I feel like I was thinking about it last night, and I realized that, you know, you guys don't really know me. and I don't really know you. And that sort of makes me sad, because I feel like there's so much personality that I have to offer, and I feel like there's so much that you guys have to offer, that we can create an awesome community, and that we can create like an awesome space here to reach the goals that we're wanting to reach. You know, I talk a lot about creating a luxury lifestyle, whatever that looks like. And I feel like I don't know you. Like, there's not a quality relationship with you where it's like, oh, you know me and I know you, and we like, right, we're vibing here. I feel like we don't have that. And I was thinking about it last night, and it dawned on me that there's so much of me that I actually hide with editing and with, you know, all of these effects and camera and presentation, and just trying to make the video, the content itself, as good as possible. But then when it comes to building a relationship with you, I don't have that. And so I've really been working on, okay, how do I create that relationship? Like, how do I build that relationship with you guys? How do I actually create and build a quality relationship with you so that we can create a quality community? And I realized that it's like, I need to just get on the camera and talk to you. I can't be, you know, oh, I have my filming place and this is what I do and I'm gonna set everything up, and like, I can't be like that. I just have to come to you unscripted with an idea, unedited, unfixed, and tell the story, because I've been trying so hard to tell you a story, to tell you my story, and to share my journey with you. And I've just failed. I mean, I've been failing at that because I've felt this pressure from other people to be like, oh, well, in order to succeed on YouTube, you need to have a super edited video and, you know, have these certain things and do these certain things and this certain thumbnail. And I've just felt this pressure to do these specific things. And I feel like that's just stolen and stripped away so much of the quality that we could be having. It's like the quality relationship and the quality community that we could be building. And so that is a major thing that I am working on, and really, I guess, relaxing about, where it's like, you know, in order to have a quality relationship with you, I need to relax, because, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like, I have a pretty, like, my personality is very vibrant. I have big personality, and you don't see it. And that makes me really sad, because, you know, I tell people all the time, where it's like, looking at me on paper, I'm sort of ho-hum. But when people encounter me, then it, like, things change. And people always tell me, it's like, you have a very sparkling personality. It's big. You have a big, powerful personality, and I haven't been sharing that with you. And so I really want to sort of start coming on here with that in mind, where it's like, you know what, I'm gonna stop trying to hide that and edit myself down, and I'm just gonna come on here and talk to you, and I'm just gonna come on here and share, you know, well, this is me, this is where I'm at, and, you know, this is where we're going, and these are the thoughts that I'm having, and connect with you, because it makes me sad that I don't have that connection. And I want to have a quality relationship with you and have quality content that is passionate and authentic and very, this is where I'm at and this is what's going on, and just feeling like, you know, you and I are sitting down and having a chat. And so yeah, that's sort of where I'm at, and that's where I'm going, and that's where the content is going. And I hope that you'll stick around for it. I hope that you like it. But yeah, just really trying to take control of my life and take control over my decisions and over my actions and my my action steps and what I am doing and how I am operating in the world. And I hope that you will sort of take this as, you know, your permission to take control over your life, you know, to not be like, I guess, handing over the power to somebody else, you know, because the moment that we blame somebody for what our life looks like, we lose control of our life. You know, the moment we say, oh, I'm this way, or this has happened to me because of what you said to me, or because of your suggestion, or whatever it is, the moment we blame somebody is the moment we completely lose our power. I mean, we just give up our power over our life. And so by us saying, you know what, I'm going to take control and take ownership of my life and of my decisions and of my actions and what I have done, I'm going to take control over that. We take ownership of our life and we start making the decisions, and you know, the response is what it is, but we rest in the knowledge that, okay, my actions were in alignment with who I am, and my actions were quality. I have quality on my side. And so, you know, I hope that this video is sort of just permission for you. So yeah, that's all I really have for today, and I don't really know how to close these kinds of videos out because we're doing unscripted and unedited videos, and so I'm sort of just sitting in a parking lot and gonna say so long to you now. So long.